Hello, and welcome to the grand finale of the Same Six Wednesday. What I have here is all of my pages. I think the book needs a little more work. This isn't the binding I wanted, but I tried 2 or 3 different things and I just wasn't happy with it because my pages are so thick. There's some bulky stuff on them. And I wanted it to kind of like right, but yet there's still room to add more if I want to do more stuff. So let's start off with what I did. For my cover, I used my rusty ribbon, but it's a piece that I just recently rusted, and it had the holes, so it goes right into the ring, stays right there. You don't have to worry about losing it. And it's just corrugated cardboard. I tore it up, tore the cover off, mostly because the box was red, and that just didn't go. So I just kind of ripped it, put some ink on it, put a little bit of painty paper, some washi tape, and I was asked on the last video what happened to my deer, and he ran off in the process of making that page, but I found him. So now he's glued right there on the cover. So I actually used all 6 items from all 6 people in my book. So I'm really excited. That was my goal. So I tore the cover. Now the inside I just inked and left it. I'm sure I'll do something to it down the road, but right now I'm okay with this. It's not plain, so it's okay. So here's my first page. And this is, I just wrote that this was my things and used all the items. And so here's my page. I used the dress pattern and the dilly here, the brass, this brass thingy. And then I used a little bit of embossing powders and some drywall tape in the pocket. And I have a little tag inside the pocket that I stamped on. And just kind of inked the edges. The video's in my playlist on this, so you could run back and see it if you hadn't seen it. And I just covered the outside page with deli paper. Now, I intended to keep them in the order of how they were, and I may go back and change that because I just thought that would be the right way I wanted it. But all my bulk was at the back, and I liked the way it laid better. So that's why we did it this way. And I'm crazy sorry, but I can't remember whose was whose. This one was Tanya's because of the butterflies. That's how I remembered that one. And again, I could still be wrong, but I know she did yep, there we go. She did the little zine that I put in the pocket. And so I used everything there. Real simple, but I love this. This was probably the most entertaining thing I've done in a long time. My art has kind of been slow, so these are Barbara Clark's. I did do the first 2. This was the second one, and I did write those down, but the rest of them I forgot. And she had this image of I think it's kind of a woman, kind of a tree. I mean, I think it's really a tree, but I see a woman too. So I thought she should hold the dolphins. There's birds on her. I used the painty paper in this part and in the pocket. Made this little tag even. So again, I used all the fun things. The worst part about this page is I didn't realize this was a screen printing thing. So I cut it up and used it as kind of like tape. And I would have loved to have had it for that, but that's okay. So I just kind of put a little bit of paper on the outside of that one. None of the backs have been done, so I can come in and do something later if I want, or glue other people's art on there, whatever. Okay, this one, I think that this one is APG Jamie's, I think. It's the purple tea. That's kind of what I was. Oh, yeah. I remember this part. Yeah. So, hey, I knew more than I thought I did. So I just stenciled with a couple of colors to kind of bring the hibiscus color that I got out. This is the hibiscus and this is the hibiscus, and they're completely, to me, they're different colors. This is a lot more pink. This is a lot more purple, but I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. I put a little piece of it there, and this was part of it. I just think this is really cool. I did add this and this. Most of them I stuck with the 6, but I might have added a little bit of something. Because we did these once a month. I don't really remember them all. So, and this one I believe was Maria's, and it was our last one. And ladies, if I got them wrong, I'm so sorry, but I'm just trying real hard to remember. I used the envelope right here. That's what this silver wallpaper stuff is. This was a 20 questions game card, and I just put kind of collaged on top of it. This was part of the address label, so I glued that on there because, you know, it's a doily. It's pretty. And I made this have an extra page in there for me to put something on down the road. I used the 2 of the 3 little squares of doily that was there with the clothespins, and then I put her little card right here with the clothespins. And I was supposed to put the reindeer in this one, but he found his way home, and so he got to be on the cover. And this one is Lisa's. This one is cool. This was our second one. No, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But anyway, this one was a lot of fun. I fell in love with the Braille paper. This was my first time of ever playing with it. So I decided I didn't need to use the whole thing because I might want another piece for another project. So I made it have a tip-in page. I love the mushrooms. And then the Santa Fe Dining System card. And I thought that was so cool. So I used that. And I just used a little bit of everything she sent. And I thought this recipe was really cool. And I kind of felt like I needed to see the back of it. So I just did it as a flap. And there's her other mushroom image. And I just did a little bit of collage around it, a little bit of stitching. The beautiful gold paper she had that had the border on it. Oh, I love that on the edges. So we're back to the back. Again, I just inked this and left that. This one I tore a little bit off and inked it. You can barely see a little bit of the red right there from the red cardboard. And then I can just take it and wrap my ribbon. It's ready for more fun things in it if I want it, and it's ready for nothing more if I want it. I think I'll put a title on it, and I'll probably just call it Same Six Wet, because that's what we are. So I want to thank Tanya for pulling this together, and Tanya and Lisa and APG Jamie and Barbara and Maria for all of the fun I had on this project. This was very amazing, and I enjoyed it immensely. So with that being said, I will say goodbye for now, but you might look for us next year. You just never know. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.